Hello and welcome to Effect Systems Guide to Investigating Avalon cards. We'll also be showing you how to do the basics on configuration on that Avalon card. As you can see, I have my main status web page of the SQ. On here we can see a few basic details. For starters, we have which cards are fitted. So on my crate you can see Avalon A and B are present, and the Avalons in slot C and D are not there. Also at the bottom you can see what Avalon channels, i.e. input or output ports, I have available. In this case there are 6. For more details we need to go to the status tab, then select components fitted, and in the middle we have got further details around the Avalon cards. So on Avalon A we are set to 4 input channels. On the right hand side here we can see which channels are designated for this card. So we have channels 0 to 3. Well, on Avalon B we have 2 times output plus 2 times overlay card, and the channels selected here are channels 4 and 5. For 4 inputs to run correctly we can see 3 Merlins are required, and I have the 3 fitted. While on the second Avalon B we can see I need 2 Merlins to cover the 2 outputs and overlay, and I have the 2 fitted. On the right of this are 2 restart buttons. This covers each individual Avalon. So if I have a problem and they need restarting, I can reset each Avalon individually rather than restart the whole crate. This will enable the other Avalons to carry on working. It will not affect any other card. Finally, on this page we can see the part number, the serial number and the mod rec. This will help us replace your card with a comparable one, so you may need to quote this when talking to us. This just shows you the basic setup of the card. If we need to configure this, we can go to a different menu. So we go to Admin tab, Hardware Setup, and sometimes it asks you to log in again, so we can just click that and here we go. So as you can see it has the same details, but at the bottom on the left there is a change button. Clicking on that will give us a drop down menu. It will show you the function of what cards are at the moment. So Avalon A, as we said, 4 inputs, and Avalon B, 2 clean outputs. Let's try changing this. So let's change Avalon B and we'll go to 4 outputs and hit save. Instantly you'll see the red light come up. This will show you that 3 Merlins are required on this card, but I only have 2. Also, the red alarm button will come up and you'll get a beeping from your crate. If I click on that, it will show you exactly the same message but in a slightly different format. So that shows I cannot have that function on that card. So I will change that back, but also try changing the 4 inputs. I'll try changing that to half duplex plus browse and save that. So now the red has gone away, so it's quite happy now, it's recovered, but also Avalon A has changed. So again we can see we still need 3 and 3 are fitted, but the channel numbers have changed. So on now I have channel 0 and 1 for Avalon A and channel 2 and 3 for Avalon B. Also I have a browse regen module selected to use on Avalon A. Please be aware that you can only have as many ports as your license allows. So if I go to license and look down at my menu, I can see I have 8 channels. So across my setup I could only have a maximum of 4 ports enabled. If you need more or you need extra cards added, you would have to increase the license number there as well. Finally, if we go to configure and AV channels. This shows a lot more details you can set on your Avalon with record and input and playback settings. So as I have a 4 input only card, I have a load of record settings, input settings, etc., but no output settings. While on 4 and 5, which is my output cards, I have no record settings, but only output settings. If you need any further advice on these settings, please ask us. But be aware, as the same with the number of ports, if you try to change your video format, you will need a license to accompany that. So at the moment I'm using AVCI. If you need to change that to another format, we can go to record formats and it will show you what formats you have available. So there's my AVCI and DVC, which I have license for, and DNX, but I haven't got access to XAVCI or ProRes. So if we go back to admin and go to licenses, if I turn off QXAVCI, where is it? It's already turned off. If I turn DNX HD support on, and then go back to my record formats, I have access to DNX HD, and I could select that in my thing. Please be aware, do not change this without advice, as it will affect your whole system. There are other changes need to be made across your file flow, SQ clients, etc. If you have any other questions, please contact us. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.